Official check engine, baby. And we coming live tonight about Katt Williams. It's trending topic. That's my main. We gotta protect Katt by all costs. You heard me? We gotta protect the boy,
Factuals.
him and Dave Chappelle. We gotta protect them two at
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
all costs. You know why? Only two black significant comedians stand up in Hollywood that have not crossed over and put a dress on. They haven't put a dress on, right?
You can't put Dave Chappelle in that same boat with Cat. Sorry.
But
He
they
in
the
the he
only
in the boat
two
with
that didn't put a dress on, right?
okay, but he's still in the boat with everybody with the rest of the black comedians, Red Fox, Eddie Murphy, Richard Pryor. I mean, what's the one thing that a black comedian needs to be successful in Hollywood?
Relationships.
No. A Caucasian wife.
I guess you're
Or
right.
or a mixed wife. She can't
You
be
know
no
what?
she can't be no
That brings
black
up a
girl.
good point. I think that there's a connection with all those black men with the same
Look, and,
one
and,
they
and,
all
and
look like.
from the beginning, like from early in time with our black comedians, because I've been watching this for years,
Hmm.
they've always been attached to a Caucasian woman. Now, I'm not knocking the Caucasian woman, but it's a thing. Along with the dress, you gotta, and he just made a post about it. I tried to send it to you, but it's part of that interview where
Hmm.
he states, I chose not to. I think they're great. I have nothing against them,
Right.
but it's part of the fraternity, it's part of the doctrine, and I chose not to participate in that part of the doctrine and the remainder of it as well.
Right.
So I love Dave Chappelle, but you can't talk to me about a black issue if you don't wholeheartedly, for me personally, fully live it
Right.
and
You
don't
gotta
have
fully
children
live.
that
You
are
can't
gonna
have one
fully
foot in,
gonna
one foot
live
out,
it.
and be now. Let's see, like this. Now, there's different types of black supremacy. You got Pan Africanism. You got uh, foundational Black Americanism. You got all
Hmm.
different kinds of Pan African shit. This is the picture right here. You see that picture? Let's
No,
see if I can go back. You see that picture right there? You
no,
can't see it, can you?
I can't.
Let me see if I can hold it for you. All right, there we go. All right, there you go. Can you see that picture?
Exactly, exactly, exactly.
Everybody wife look the same. And this is on our
Yes.
official check engine
Kevin
story
Hart
page,
left
y'all.
left Tory. Left Tory that walked that dirty walk with him. Left her on Erie Avenue and cheated and went and got a Nico and then created a whole identical family. Okay, now we're gonna have this girl and boy because that girl and boy is gonna exist, but that don't fit the doctrine.
Wait, say that again, Pierre. What you saying?
Kevin Hart went and made a whole nother family exactly like
Oh,
the one he left. He
oh,
left Tory Hart after she was in the mud with him. He left her on Erie Avenue
right.
with her two black kids and went and got with a Nico and had two other, two mixed race children.
Nico. Hold on, let me see if I can figure
A
out.
Nico Hart is a thing. That's a
Yeah,
big
I
thing.
remember. I remember that. As a matter of fact, my homegirl was
Nick
telling me.
Cannon, how many black women do he have children with?
Who? Nick Cannon? Oh yeah.
Mhm.
I don't. He don't really have black uh children with black women. He has all his baby moms is like foreign mixed kind of breed. Yeah. Why do you think these Hollywood men choose these kind of women though? What do you think it is?
Because it's part of the agenda.
It's
You have
part
to
of
look at
the agenda.
TV. It's definitely an agenda.
So
If
you
you
don't
look at
think
commercials now, the last real commercial that I saw that had a black family was Walmart, and it was Kindred the Family Soul. And it was a big thing for the city of Philadelphia and for the black family to be seen as a family in a commercial because now, if you look at commercials, 80 to 87% are biracial.
Right, but why do you think Hollywood men are? You think that it's part of the agenda? Like they can't be successful unless they go get a foreign kind of girl or a white girl. You think they
Yes,
can't be successful?
yes, because now you have your team has part of the opposition on it now.
So what about the black men that are successful that do have black women though?
Uh, few and far between.
What's that?
Few and far between.
Nah, they're
And
just
and, and
not
the walk is strong, and the walk is harder and stronger.
right.
Look what Steve Harvey did to his wife. Left her desolate and the children as well, and went and took on this other woman that had been with other men, and then let the little girl that ain't his at all take his name, and she's all over the place. You see his children as much as you
Right.
see
Yeah,
Lori
I
Harvey.
see how
Tell me
messy.
one of his kids' names.
I don't know Steve Harvey. I know he got a lot of kids and he got like two ex-wives. I know he got two ex-wives.
But you know little Lori Harvey though. You know her.
Oh, I know. I've heard of Lori Harvey, right? The one that Meek Mills allegedly and Future or
That everybody partied and played with, like her
um,
mother.
allegedly. We don't know that for sure, y'all.
Allegedly.
Views and
I'm sorry.
discretions of this
It's
show
yeah, what the people say.
are strictly for
Wink,
entertainment
wink.
purposes only and
Right.
fact check and
There's no factuals to this. This
no,
is just
don't.
allegations. What we've
But I don't.
heard. What's
I'm
been
gonna tell you the
said.
truth. Like as far as Steve Harvey and all his books, I always think he's just a comedian to me, a kings of comedy. Not
Is
really
he
a role
funny? You
model.
got to be funny to be a comedian. Like really,
Well, the kings
comedy
that
is.
you got to
What's
give it.
funny
I
about
give it
Steve
to the
Harvey?
Black Kings of Comedy because that's something that the foundational Black
But
Americans.
he was none of them was funny. The only one that was funny was Bernie.
But that's a patent
None of
that.
them. None of them
Well,
can.
wait a
I
second.
like.
That's a
Go
patent that
ahead.
we own. That's a patent that we own as foundational Black Americans. Kings of comedy, that's something that we can claim that's ours. So when we say kings of comedies, there was no Caucasian stand-ups in that. You know what I'm saying? That was all us. And it generated a lot of wealth for our community as well. He's considered one of the kings of comedy, right or wrong, right? He was famous
He
before
cause
before
he considered he
before the
was famous with
relationships kings before the relationships Kevin Hart was funny. Before, these relationships didn't make
Steve Harvey was never funny. When was he funny?
he's had the Steve Harvey show. It was dry comedy.
Where did he get that from?
It was more like
Where did he get it from, though?
what the dry
Mm,
comedy.
No, the whole premise of the Steve Harvey show. Katt Williams said it, and it didn't peak until he said it. I said, "Wow, he ain't never lied." And I know this to be true because
Hmm.
Mark Curry and Louis Dix. Louis Dix is a comedian from Philadelphia. Crazy, hella funny comedian. Should have went further than he went. Shout outs to Louis Dix. Louis Dix and Mark Curry are very, very close. When he had the hanging with Mr. Cooper, Louis Dix was often on the show. It was the same damn premise. A black man in a school taking part in the children's well being. Same premise. He turned around and did the same thing.
So we gotta give the okay. We're not gonna just down Steve Harvey. Like we
I'm not a
can't.
Steve Harvey fan. I don't listen to him in the
I mean,
morning.
well,
I did not I did
he had
not
the
I don't
number one.
understand how a man can give me a book to tell me how to think about a man.
No,
Like a
that's one
man, it
thing
was
I
like
don't agree
bananas
with.
to me.
That's one thing I don't agree with. I don't agree with Steve Harvey telling black men how to go about doing shit, and he has three failed
When
relationships. Right,
you got three
but
L's, homie.
but he got the number one syndicated morning talk show in the country, right? He must be doing
For
something
the
right,
for the
right?
for the unawakened,
Why do the
for the church
single
for the church folks
why do the
and the
single black
unawakened.
woman gravitate towards the pastor? Why do the single black woman gravitate towards the married pastor? We're gonna take a drink on that. I
Is
take
is is it
I,
them that gravitates towards the pastor? Is it the pastor that gravitates towards them?
well, the pastor is only a man at the end of the day. He can only suggest things and insinuate. It's up to the woman to actually.
Okay, but you know, in certain religions, the male doesn't even speak to the female.
Technical issue, folks. Why you go black out on me? What happened? You there? See, at the end of the day, we gotta understand that the man initiates things, but it's up to the woman to have the final say. She can uh, initiate sex, but she won't tell you when we get married. The man tells you when we get married. You know what I'm saying? A lot of women think that they have so much control in in relationships. They really do. Where you at? You come back?
I'm trying to come back, and it's just not allowing me to do anything that is
Wait, let me see.
pertinent.
Oh, there you go. Did you see
You
the?
can see me.
I can see you. I can hear you
I
well too.
can't see a damn thing. I just see a
Can you
zero.
see? You can see yourself, or you see the screen.
I
Which
can't see nothing but a black box.
I'm here.
I know. I can hear you. Okay, so something happened. Okay,
Turn,
something's happening. I
yeah,
see
turn.
something.
Yeah, go out and come back in.
I can see you, but it's on a little box. It's not like.
For real. Hold on. Let me see.
Yes, it's weird. It's all right. I can still see you though, so we're gonna make it work.
All right. Can you see
Um.
the screen right now, though, where everybody looks the
Mhm.
same?
Mhm.
All the
Yeah, I
wives
can
look
see
the
it.
same in Hollywood.
Mhm. I seen that post earlier this morning.
Martin looked like he got a straight white girl. They don't even look like they belong together. Italian chick.
And what did she have his crazy ass doing? Running down Sunset Boulevard in the blazing heat, acting crazy.
I think that was medication that had him acting crazy. His wife ain't have him acting
That
like
is a
that.
medication.
Yeah, he was more like because you could
Don't they
tell the
call
way
it
how
white girl?
Martin is acting nowadays. He doesn't have the same Martinism anymore.
If you gotta, and I'm not, this is not against anybody, and I'm not calling anybody an enemy, but I have no other word to give. I'm gonna use adversary. Once you got the adversary on your team, you can be infiltrated.
Right,
That's the part of why you need an adversary on your team so that you're able to be infiltrated. Have you ever paid attention to LeBron's wife? She won't even take pictures with men. She'll take pictures with women all day, but she will not take a picture with a man.
smart
She
woman.
cannot be infiltrated. You can't
Smart
come to
woman.
me with that. You see what I'm saying? The other, she can be infiltrated. That means you can be tainted. That
Absolutely.
means my mind frame, which is not your mind frame, I can use that tool to put you in a certain mind frame because you're weak to that. That is your other half. That's part of you now.
Right.
So now I basically put a part of me in you without you even really digging what's going on. I could sway you any way I want you to go, because my teammate is playing on your team, but it's really my teammate. They just playing on your team.
Giving them all the game. P, you got both AirPods in?
I think I only have one because I'm a weirdo.
Yeah, you should put one, both of them in. That way I can hear you got
Look like I'm a
AirPods.
double time, double time.
There we go.
Hello.
Yo, yo, yo,
Now I
yo.
can't hear you in the AirPods. Now you on the phone.
You can't hear me at all now?
You're not on my AirPods. Let me see. Make it work.
That Bluetooth.
I'm gonna make it do
Get
what
that
it do.
Bluetooth. No,
I thought I did.
I can
I'm
hear
gonna
you
turn it off.
good. I can hear you good. It's like the closer you get to your device, the
Well, wait, that wasn't even the AirPods. That was me. Now the AirPods are connected. Now you
now
was I better before or now?
I can hear you better now. Right now, it was like they were
Okay,
trying to
cool.
click in, and now they really in there now. Yeah.
Got you. Got you. But
So
yeah.
yeah. All right. Bet. So anyway, what
Look at
you
Eddie
talking?
Murphy. Look how hard he played not to have that baby by Mel B. And she kept saying, "This your baby. This your baby." And just to appease that, because he's married, he's now married officially. And he had to hurry up and get her pregnant because he was trying to act like that African American baby wasn't his baby.
So all right,
And he will not interact with her. He just send the money.
So why are you saying that these men are just
Look
avoiding
and
black
look at
women?
his first wife. She not.
She not what? Pretty?
She's of the cross.
She what?
She's of the mixed breed.
Oh, his wife? I'm talking about
His first wife is of the mixed breed.
first wife
This
mixed breed.
this last one is the full breed.
I think it's just some men's preference. Or I just think that it just so
Mm-mm.
happens so you think these men actually chase these type of exotic women because they're attracted to them or they can't get into the game without having one of these kind of
It fit
women?
in the room. It matched. You wear red bottoms because then when you walk in that room, it matches. It's a badge of honor.
Nah, I disagree because I know some baller men, man. They got some straight up and down uh black women that don't have BBLs, that are classy women that stay off the radar, stay off of Instagram and stuff, and they just black women. You know what I mean? They classic like that. That's why you don't know of them. A lot of the famous men go.
Say it again.
That's why you don't know of them because they have a low
Okay
profile.
then. So what did I just say to you?
You,
If you want to be known, it's a badge on your arm.
if you want to be known, it's a badge. I guess if that's how you perceive it, you know.
It's not even a perception. You just said it to me.
Because nah, when I look at it, like I don't see men walking through with a white woman as a badge on their arm. Like men don't look at women as a badge.
Hmm?
We don't look at women as a badge on our arm. Like if that's the case, why
So
would
you don't
Will Smith have Jada Pickett? You know what I'm saying?
because at the peak when he got her, she was a badge.
Everybody had her. She
At the
wasn't a
peak when
badge.
he got her, everybody wanted Jada Pinkett.
That's not a badge. Oh, a badge is something that nobody can get.
It's like a badge of honor. I mean, like you know how the police officer wear a badge, and you know he an officer because he got that badge.
Now, I think that
It's a badge of honor.
I think he really
You're
just,
wearing it
I think he
because
really
it shows
attracted to
something.
her. And he loved her for who she was. It wasn't about a badge. It wasn't about a significance.
I don't know if he loved her for who she was. I don't know about that one.
He fell in love. She was a little cutie.
You believe all relationships are built on love?
Not all relationships are built in love, but when them ones that you look at and you be like, wow, they've been together for so long. Like, I really think that
He's scared to leave her because he know he ain't signed no prenup. He know if he leave her, he got to give her a lot of money. And she know that too. That's why she keep pushing that envelope, pushing that envelope, pushing
I
that
can,
envelope,
I can,
antagonizing
I
that
can see
man.
that, but to make a man divorce, to want to divorce you, she'll still lose in that. She'll lose in that divorce because that's grounds for her.
How?
Because
She
like
was already sleeping with a whole nother man within the marriage. What is she losing?
if she
She's
slept,
not going to gain anything but money.
Will
We know in Hollywood who you was with before determines who you're with next because you would have already been stamped.
right.
They done all been with the same chicks. You just got to get the stamp. Once you get the stamp, you good.
So you saying Will is just on the it's cheaper to keep her type thing right now?
Definitely, definitely.
Okay.
She's dressing like a man now, and you know I was at one point a bald headed chick, so it don't have nothing to do with the fact that she's rocking a no hair. Her whole bravado is masculine,
No, you
and
absolutely.
his is very feminine right now in regards to her.
I seen a picture of Jada. It threw me totally off. Like I'm like, who is
That one
that?
where they said "Fat Joe, Fat Joe, Fat Joe."
Was it Fat
I
Joe?
didn't even know it was her until somebody else posted another meme that said, and I was like, "Oh my gosh,
I was trying to find a picture of her
wow!"
so I could share with everybody. Where is she? Oh, here she go, right here. That's crazy. Airdrop.
Oh,
Show
I fixed
file.
it. I'm so happy. But yeah.
Look, there she go.
Yeah, that picture right there when they said Fat Joe lost weight.
So I mean, nowadays I can't really see Will
Look
Smith
at
being
that. What
in
is
love
feminine
with that.
about that?
I can't see Will Smith being in love with that, you know, Um,
That's a whole stud right there.
yeah, that's a totally different person than the person he fell in love with. So I'm not sure.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
He could be a
That's who he fell in
traditional
love with. That's who
person.
she already was.
He could be a traditional person and just don't
He
want
just
to.
got enough money for her to evolve into that. Because none of the places that she got to would she have ever gotten to without him. She was a black actor. She would have never been in the Matrix. She was a black actor. She was Woo. She was Jason's lyric. She was Low Down Dirty Shame. She was never an A-list actress.
So he had to marry her not for statue because she wasn't an A-list actress. She was not the prettiest girl in the world. He married her because he loved her, not for a
No, she was
token,
the
not for a
she was the
badge.
look. She,
See, I want to tell you,
you know,
Keita,
after
because I'm a
different world,
man.
she was the
I want to
look.
tell you because I'm a man. Men marry women that we are attracted to. That's just how it is. Now, she's not attracted like that now, but at the time, he was in love with the girl. Now, people grow apart. People grow apart. People do change. 10, 15, 20 years with money changes individuals.
Okay, question. Because I sat one night while I, drink this tequila, and I watched like three of her movies back to back. And I noticed she really wasn't an actress. She was playing herself every time. From different world all the way down, she's always had a aggressive masculine bravado.
I see that.
Always.
Say that.
She was that when she was the chick from Baltimore that was messing with Tupac on Different World. It was a masculine bravado. And Woo, she was running Tommy Davidson all around the city on a masculine bravado, telling him how he was less of a man unless he did this.
You did your math on this young John. And at the end of the day, you got to understand that she still was desired by that man and she got him to marry her. See, a lot of black women be downplaying men, but they still manage to get that ring. You know what I'm saying? What did she do to get this black man to marry her? Now, we got to understand, we can't say, oh, these black men are
To
marrying
leave
white.
his woman
But
that
wait,
had his son.
we
Wait, to
can't
leave
say,
his
what are
woman
these
that
white
he
women
had been with
doing?
since high school
We
to
can't
go
say,
run with you.
what are these women doing? What are these white women doing to get these black men to marry them? That's what we need to. That's the question we need to ask. It's not. It's not why do these black men marry white women? What are these white
You
women
know what it
doing?
is? Oh, I can tell you what that is. That's
What
easy.
What is it?
That's easy.
What is it?
The white woman still gets to have a certain amount of femininity about herself.
She do what?
The white woman's still safe.
She what?
She has a certain amount of femininity and safety that she gets that black women don't.
You think men are
She still
attracted
could
to
be a
that?
girl and be unaware and be, oh,
And you think men are attracted to that? You think that's
yes,
what we
because
want
it's
in a wife?
subserviency. It's subserviency. She still needs me. Where the black woman is the stellar
So
staple
wait a
of
second.
everything for
No,
our
you
community.
actually think men get married to take on a child like responsibility to have somebody dependent on them
What's
feeling
the first
safe?
thing a black man say about the black woman?
It don't matter. Answer
We
the
not
question.
soft enough.
Answer the question. Don't deflect.
Okay.
Do you think a man marries a woman because we feel as though she needs us as a protection, as a code of protection? Do you think that makes
I
us
feel
attracted?
like men need to be needed, and there's nothing
Do you
wrong
think
with
that
that
makes a
because
man
you are needed.
attracted to a woman more that she is like needy and I need safety? You think that makes us attracted to them more?
A little more, yeah,
No, it doesn't.
than the one that has a certain I have to bravado. Yeah, it is. It is.
Now we're talking
And
about certain kind.
I paid attention because I have girlfriends that, and I'm gonna give you this in the essence. If you take a woman that grew up in the house with a father versus a woman that didn't, the woman that grew in a house with a father is always going to get a man faster than the woman that didn't, and I'm gonna tell you why. She is used to her daddy taking care of things that the girl that didn't have a daddy isn't. So when a man comes to take care of those things, he can because she's accustomed to that.
Right.
It's easy. I know how to slide right into that. She need me for this. This is what I'm supposed to do. Boom. For a woman
So
that
you think a
didn't grow up with
man?
that, she already got to do all. She already got to know how to do all that stuff.
So you think a
So
man will?
for her, unfortunately, it's not valued the same, and it should be, but it's not.
A man looks
I
for
know how to check my own oil and fix my own brakes. My
we look for
girlfriends
independent.
don't.
We look for an independent, and we don't want a needy woman that needs us for
It's
protection.
not so much needy. It's not needy. It's a balance.
What
We need each other.
what do
We
these
can't not
black
need each other.
what do
I
these
need you to
black
make a
men
baby
what do these black men marry these white women for? That's the question. We don't. Let's say for
because they
instance.
give them a certain heightened masculinity that the black woman can't give right now. And I ask this of an
Okay,
African,
let's put it
of
like this.
a Turkish man.
No, I
I've always
understand
ever
exactly what
asked.
you're saying. I understand exactly what you're saying. Um, you're saying that this white woman gives this man a certain statue. Now he can get into certain rooms now with this white woman that he couldn't with a black woman. That's what you're saying, basically.
Hmm.
And it makes these men feel inferior that they can take care of this white woman instead of a black woman. It makes them feel more stronger. That's what you're saying, that they could take care of white woman instead of.
Yes, because why would you abandon the black woman to go the other way? When that was the one that actually walked the walks with you to get to where you are now. And once you get there, then she's no longer of value.
Right. So, but what does that have to do with a man being attracted to a person? Like it don't have nothing to do with abandonment.
Because
What if
attraction isn't always
at the end of
physical.
the
And
day,
it's not only physical.
because at the end of the day, it's about attraction, right? It's about attraction,
Attraction
right?
isn't only physical though, right?
It is
I'm
only
attracted to
physical.
how she speaks to me.
I could
I'm
be
attracted to how
I
she
could be
she deals
attracted
with me.
spiritually to a woman. I could be attracted intellectually to a woman, but if I'm not attracted physically, now that's a big thing. That's a
Now,
big thing.
we
Now,
ain't talking
now
about
I
non-attractive
say to
women
each
though.
his own because to me, I got two black baby mamas. At the end of the day, I got two black grown sons running around here and a whole black another son growing up around here. So at the end of the day, it's like, when a man has experience with, especially black women, men, because we're the only pretty much species that can have our choice. Like we have options. White men don't have as many options as we do as black men. We have our choice with.
My mom married to a white man. What are you talking
Yeah,
about?
I'm just saying. I
My
mean,
grandmother was married to a white
no, no,
man. What
no.
are you talking about?
No, I'm saying black men have more options than any other species. Like I can be with a black woman. I could be with an
A
Asian.
Brazilian, yeah,
I could
you're
be with
right.
any
Okay.
kind of woman I want. But it's not that easy for another man of a different culture or a different statue, basically. So what I'm saying is, when a man is experienced and he's been around, he can and he's top 1%, meaning though he's making financial decisions which puts him in a better situation uh in the future investment wise. He can choose where he wants to invest his dollars, especially if he's
Hmm.
being a little bit more cautious after being, because he's more experienced now. You know what I'm saying? That doesn't
Hmm.
knock him. That is, if he settles down with a Mexican girl or a Latina girl, whatever girl he settles down with, it's because he seen something that the other ones didn't provide. A lot of men are promiscuous. We get around. We indulge in different flavors. Sometimes we play in the snow. Sometimes we like a little bit of hot chili pepper on the beans and rice. Sometimes we want a little Singapore. You know what I mean? Sometimes we do what we do. But
We all like different
Who we settle
flavors.
down with, that's something
We all
different.
we all go to
Yeah,
different restaurants and eat dinner.
right.
So we
True.
all like different
We all
flavors.
flavor, but
That's
that's why I
just the
said
the,
now I'm
the
getting to my point now. Who
spice
we
of
settle
life.
down with is who we most invested our time, who pretty much. I'm gonna tell you what, like my aunt, she 76 years old, some real shit. Uh, we was in here talking. I had like 20 people in my house, and she always get everybody attention. She was like, the girls was talking. My cousin, she 39. She a SEPTA driver. She ain't married. She
Hmm.
never been married. She want to get married. She want to get married, um, but she's kind of stern and she's stiff and she wants everything perfect. And my aunt, that's 67 years old, she was like,
76.
I
She's
mean,
not
yeah,
67.
76. She was like,
I
I
got you.
just let the man do what he wanted to do, and that's how I got married. Eventually, he
Facts.
come back, or if he left, he came back, and I just shut
And
up.
back.
And I tell you, that's the way the women got married
See,
back in the
this
day. The
this
women
way the
these
women mess
days
up.
cause too much trouble. That's why they don't get married. And that
You
came
trying to
out of
convince them.
her mouth.
Facts. It's facts.
They talk their way out of shit. And 9 times out of 10, the women leave the man.
Women
Men
create
don't
their own
leave women.
reality.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Women create the situation for the men to leave.
Right. And then she'll kick them out.
They talk too much. They're too idealistic about themselves. With women, love is selfish. It's very selfish. So it's hard to keep a man when you only thinking about yourself and you're not thinking about him.
And it's not a black woman, white woman thing. It's a certain kind of woman thing. Some women are more dominant than others. Some women are more um, nurturing than others. Some women are more wives than others. And it's not a competition thing. It's not a femininity thing. It's just
Well, most women don't know how to be okay with being alone. You got to be okay with being alone before you can ever be okay with being with somebody.
right,
Because
right,
everything about your world is being with somebody, then you're not okay with yourself. And you're looking for something that you ain't got within yourself, and nobody can get it. You can only get that shit to yourself. So seeking out relationships, saying I'm lonely, I need a man. Like, we need men. And I'm not going to say that y'all are not a necessity because that's a devalue. You can't make a child without a man. So you can't treat a man like he's not a necessity. He's a fucking necessity. But because we like totally devalue the situation, it just, we kill it every time.
right. I know, and it's bad. It's bad because I want my cousin to get married, and I don't want her to just pick any old body, but I do want her
She
to.
got girlfriends.
No, she like a loner. You know what I mean? She got her own house. She got a Lexus. She doing her thing, and she just not
Okay,
picking
so now
out.
with that, I'm gonna tell you what that is. She can only date somebody that's on her level, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Right,
And I definitely know this because I've been married and
right,
divorced and engaged again. But when you've worked so hard by yourself to get somewhere, to bring somebody into your world, they gotta have walked the same walk that you walk. Because if they don't, they're never going to respect how hard you had to walk.
right,
And that's the disconnect.
right.
We as women, because we say we need relationships, and we kind of entertain things that we shouldn't entertain, and we'll take on a situation that isn't really going to serve us because we understand how hard it is, because how hard it is for us to get where we got to. But it's to a disservice because you need somebody that know what that walk look like. Because then now when y'all come together, the walk that y'all take is going to be fucking phenomenal because y'all both know some shit. Y'all both have experienced some life things. You have some knowledge and understanding of how things should go. When y'all come together, y'all can bounce off and make it great. because y'all both have something to bring to the table. When you usually are the one with something, the person that comes to you is never really truly a matchup, and that's where it goes wrong. So that's why she's alone until she find the man that can match her where she is right now. It's gonna be a hard walk.
A lot of women fail because they think they assume they think they know what a man is attracted to also. A lot of women don't get married because they invest too much time in the things that men are not attracted to, period. You know, and if men, um, if more men express that and start accepting women for what they are, then they wouldn't try so extra. um, we don't give a lot of women attention, especially the extra women. Like, is a woman to get more attention in a bonnet going to the poppy store on the corner than a woman all dialed up in a casino. You know what I'm saying? So I think women need to stop paying so much attention into the details like lashes and nails and all that, and focus on what makes a man want to marry you. Focus on what'll make you a wife. Not saying to forget all about yourself because you have an identity, but at the end of the day, your ultimate goal is to get married. Our ultimate goal is to get some nookie. So we determine when we get married. Y'all determine when we get nookie.
I mean, but I'm with you on that because I ain't got no eyelashes on here. Definitely ain't done. I'm definitely black girl magic right now. But we do those things because they make us feel good.
Yeah.
It's a presentation for ourselves. It's like a male peacock when he open his feathers and shake them. Look how beautiful I am. Like
Mhm.
you got me messed up.
But to who? To
So
yourself.
it's not so much
Right.
about, the man. It's about when I look in the mirror, I feel good. And I can go out here and approach the world in a certain way. Especially, and I'm not taking anything away from any other kind of woman, especially for the African American woman, because we already walk out into the world with a perception of us that is not always the right perception.
Right. I feel you. I want to big up my sisters more. Like, honestly, I really want to. Like, well, so much shit is bullshit in the world going on, diluting, muddying the waters.
Facts.
It's hard to tell what's real and what's not. You know what I mean? Like, shit is corny. You got to really sit down with a person, but who has time? Nobody attention span is long enough for to get to know somebody. I think that, matter of fact, my homegirl, she in Baltimore. She do speed dating and shit. I think it's called Baltimore Be More 101 dating. She do speed dating.
Okay.
You go like table to table. You get like 60 seconds with a person.
Yeah, that's cute. Like they did on 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Yeah, a real life joint like that. It's in Baltimore City. It's on her page. Y'all go follow. Be More 101. But at the end of the day, man, we need more time than 60 seconds with a person than just a scroll on the Instagram. We need to actually sit down and get to know each other and start valuing people. But I don't want to go into relationships. I want to talk about Katt Williams. I want to
I
talk about
know, right? We
Cat.
totally went left.
Yeah, I want to talk. It says uh, it said three. Diddy got three cases on the way though.
Yeah.
All this shit ties into the Hollywood mix. You know what I'm saying? Like the gay shit, the sex trends,
Well.
the freak offs. That's what he called it, the freak offs.
Mhm.
They call it freak
Mhm.
offs. I've never attended those parties. I've been blessed not to be on the freak Nick videos or the freak offs or none of that shit when I was in Hollywood. And lived there for 4 years. But you, on the other hand, have been around some things in Hollywood, some folks, and without
Yeah,
too much beans.
I've been around some peoples. I've
Um,
been some places and around some peoples. So yeah, it's
you
the
believe
thing.
all the women's stories? You believe everything they saying about Diddy?
Yes, yes,
Everything like is no
all day and all night.
right. That's crazy.
all day and all night. And the sad part was when Jaguar Wright was saying and nobody was listening.
Yeah, Jaguar Wright, she did have a lot to
Because
say.
she said it first.
This one flick I want to see real quick. It just popped up on my radar. Let me see if you can see this. Can you see this? Katt Williams talks Ice Cube's pay in Friday. How much money he made in Friday?
Well, the ungrateful bastards that would say anything about Cube's payment, you shouldn't even talk to them anymore. Like you don't go to Goodwill, you don't go to a Goodwill thrift store and go, look at all this cheap ass shit. Why don't you shut up? Why don't you shut up? You could have went to Hermes. Why you didn't go to Balenciaga? Why you didn't get a bowl of the Balmain? You want to have that conversation? Right. What you mean the independent black dude who's filming it partly out of his fucking pocket? What you mean he didn't pay you enough? They weirdos. Weirdos. That felt like they earned the opportunity because they were big. No, yeah. I understood.
That ain't no $200 million movie. Well, I mean, how much did you expect you was gonna make?
Well, I made enough to get them teeth fixed just like you did.
Yeah.
So I
You hear that? See, that's what I mean about how.
And that's why, to this day, I don't bang with certain people in Philly for knocking that nigga out on that stage with Beanie Siegel. They was dead fucking wrong.
Who you talking about? Who you talking about? Katt Williams getting paid.
Oh, you never seen that?
What are you talking about? When Tiffy
You ain't
Bay
never seen when
knocked
they
out
stretched them
Beans?
out in Philly?
Tiffy Bay, when Tiffy Bay knocked out Beanie Siegel at the show.
No, I'm talking about when they knocked Katt Williams out on the stage.
Oh, when they knocked Katt Williams out on stage. Why did they knock Katt Williams out on stage? Tell me. Give me some tea.
It's on YouTube.
You want to pull it
Pull
out?
it
Okay,
up.
let's pull it out.
Katt Williams gets knocked
sitting
out
up
in
there
Philly.
arguing about
Beanie
pay.
Siegel concert.
Oh.
Matter of fact.
All right. So let me see here.
I like you.
This was 7 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Why'd he get jumped?
Disrespectful. Crazy part is he came there to bring me a Ferrari or a Lamborghini, something like that.
What is he doing?
Boom.
What happened? You know what I mean? Like, for what though? He was drawling. He was
I wouldn't
acting
lie
crazy.
to you.
That's the thing. See, he was probably acting crazy. He got drunk. It was playing at first, and niggas in Philly don't be playing too much. They're like, man, shut your goofy ass. They probably.
They'll be knocking the fuck out of
That's
y'all
Katt,
niggas.
y'all. Why y'all
Little
doing
as he
Katt
is,
like
he
that?
little. He little. He about as big as a
Nah,
minute.
he probably did something drawing. He probably threw his drink on somebody. He probably did something by accident or something. They ain't gonna just beat Katt Williams up. He's not a nut.
I don't like you.
like, like,
I really don't like you.
why would they do that to Katt like that? And this nigga's a nut right now. But yeah, like Katt is the only nigga that didn't go to the director's couch. He didn't put a dress on. Dave Chappelle didn't put a dress on. He's putting everybody out there who did put a dress on, and ain't nobody gonna do shit.
Everybody put a dress on. It's been a rite of passage since the beginning of time.
What's that?
It's been a rite of passage since the beginning of time for comedians. Flip Wilson was Geraldine.
Nah,
He was one of the first ones to put a dress on.
they hot on Dave Chappelle here every time he say something about LGBTQ. But as soon as he put a dress on, everything will be okay.
Dave Chappelle will always be okay.
No.
He
His
got a
last
badge.
stand up just caught heat because he just talked about some let me show you the clip. The last stand up he did just caught a lot of heat. Talked about Lil Nas X. This one right here.
Ever lived. I want to do a music video and slide down a stripper pole all the way to the depths of hell and suck the devil's dick at 10 o'clock on BET while all the kids are awake and can see me. Shockingly, that was the only dream that worked out.
Now, why you think he could say that?
What'd you say?
Why do you think he's able to say that?
Because the way it was said, the way it said,
He got a badge.
he got a pass.
He got a badge. You do know his wife is like Mongolian or something, right? Chinese, some shit like that.
Why do you think he chose that? You think he's attracted to that, or he's not
I don't. That's
If
why
he
I
ran
can't.
away
I like
from,
Dave Chappelle. He funny, but you, for me, you the worst. Cause now you preaching our shit to me, and you ain't really for us. And not saying it like that, but you got a Chinese, and you got
what if
kids
that's
with
what
her.
he liked, or that's what he preferred? So you judging every man by his woman? You got to judge the
We
woman
don't have
by
a
that
racial
man.
responsibility.
You can't
We don't
judge
have
the
a racial
woman. You
responsibility
can't judge the
to
man
continue
by.
to create us, because Mexicans is continuing to create themselves. Puerto Ricans is like, what? You ain't what? Baby, what? They continue to Japanese, Chinese, Libyan, Liberian. Everybody else is recreating themselves. It's a
Yo,
thing to keep your
anything.
lineage going. We're the only ones that's like, oh, it's just okay.
No, our
No.
lineage goes no matter what, because anything we touch turns black.
No, it doesn't. And
Yes, it
please
does.
stop. It does
Yes, it
not.
does.
It doesn't. And to do that, that's why we'll never give reparations of 40 acres and a mule.
How much you
Because
want
we
back?
truly won't ever be able to classify ourselves. Because they only give us that doctrine.
It's
Let me
not
tell you why they give it
physical,
to us.
Pia. It's not physical. It's a
It
lineage
is
base.
it's definitely what you're saying is physical.
It's
If you're
lineage
saying
base.
everything that mixes with a black person is black, that's a physical trait.
No. I'm talking about when they call it, first of all, black is a lineage, okay? That's a lineage. That's the slavery because no other colored melanated person in the world calls themselves black.
Everybody else has a nationality. We're the only black was created
That's
for us
right. So anything
because we
mixed
had
with
no
we are our
nationality.
listen, we are our own lineage, okay? We became our own lineage when in 1765, when the slaves came over here and built the wealth of this country. We became our own
You
lineage.
believe that the
No
slaves
more.
came over here?
It was no more
You believe that they
Mbutu.
made it all the way to
Look,
the
we look,
Americas? Let's come on, let's be real.
look.
You really believe we like abundance of us made it to the Americas on that long ass
It
journey where
don't
they was
even
dropping
matter. It
people
don't
off in the
matter
West
though. It don't
Indies?
matter. This is my country.
You don't believe that the people that were
Wait,
indigenous to this land were the people that they
you're
truly enslaved?
deflecting. You're deflecting. You're deflecting from the topic
I'm
at
asking
hand
a
because you're
question. You telling me about
you
a
can't
slave
ask a
trade.
question with a
You can tell me
question.
about the few little sprinkles of slaves, but at the end of the day, the majority of the people that were enslaved were indigenous. We don't know that this is our land and we own it and we belong here.
It don't matter
And that we
who.
truly deserve 40
Listen,
acres and
it
a mule
don't
or some
matter.
type of
It
reparations
don't matter.
because the people that got the reparations and the ability to have casinos and everything else were the intercomminglers that were the white Indians. It was not the indigenous Indians that were on this land. So it's not a deflection, it's just a reality check. So go ahead.
Reparations is a lineage based thing. It's whoever whoever is from the slaves that built the wealth of this country. We're not talking about any immigrants. We're not talking about. I don't care if an immigrant. If I married a girl from Venezuela right now, she will benefit because I am.
Why should she benefit?
Because that's
Like
my
you
choice.
why?
See, that's you sound like a
It's not
supremacist.
your choice.
You
So
sound
she
like
should benefit more than me
why
because
should
she married you?
why should you get why should anybody tell you how to spend your reparations money?
Reparations should only be for people that are indigenous to this
Why
land,
should
not
anybody
second parties. Because
no
nowhere in the world can you go get married and
no
the
no no
second or
no
third party
no
benefit from the
See, you
benefits of
got
the
it
people
mixed
that
up.
are
You got it
originally
mixed
from
up. You
that
got it
land.
mixed up.
It's only
You got it
because
mixed up.
America is the
No,
only land
be quiet for a
doesn't
second.
really.
You got it mixed up. Reparations is not for indigenous people of this land. Reparations is for the
It's for
children
slaves.
of the slaves that built the wealth of
The
this
slaves were
country.
the indigenous people of this land.
Okay,
How
so
many
we're gonna
slaves do you think made it on that
no
boat?
because we have to
Let's like
specify.
really be real. And all the ports that they drop people off at, and all of the famine, the feces. How many people do you think was left on that boat when they finally made it the fuck to America?
What I'm saying is all that don't matter because if you can trace your
Why does
lineage,
that not matter when you're
because if
doing math and
you
numbers?
as an individual can trace your lineage back to one of those survivors, then you shall receive your reparations. And nobody's
Why
going
does
to
it
tell
have to
you.
be a survivor if I was an indigenous person and was enslaved?
Well, if you could,
Are you telling me Indians were never
if you could
enslaved?
prove
There's
that,
a whole if there's a whole
look,
indoctrine about how
if
the
you could,
Indian was turned how the
look,
Indian was turned to Negro.
look, if you can prove that
So
one of
that the
your
Indian
folks,
didn't know that the Indian
if you
owned
can
this land and he
prove,
was indigenous to this
if you
land.
can prove that one of your ancestors was a slave, if you can prove that one of your ancestors was a slave, going back to the roots of Jackson McCullough,
Okay, so we just gonna say slave. We're not gonna say slave that came on
we're going to
boats.
say
We're gonna
slave.
just say slave.
We're going to say slave.
Okay.
Okay, that's what we're going to say. We're going to say that we want to see dates. We want to see all that in black and white that you are a descendant of a slave. Okay.
Oh, that's not hard. My great
Okay,
grandmother was
and
a
there you go.
slave,
And can't nobody tell you
and her
what to
name was
do.
Ada
Can't nobody tell
Pocahontas.
you who to
So
marry or how to spend your money. Okay.
okay, your mixed white children should not be able to benefit from the degradation of half of their people.
Well, it's just what it will be. No
No, it's
matter.
not just no.
Well,
No, if you are part of the colonizer and it's in your blood, you don't get an
now,
opportunity to
see, that
benefit
sounds like
from
a
that.
radical.
That's crazy.
I'm a post you so that everybody can see your point of view. But I also want to see how radical. I want you to see how
Because
radical.
wait a minute, how do we
No,
cap?
no, no, no,
Wait a minute,
no.
and this is for
Because this is not a hate
anybody and white
platform. This is
anybody.
not a hate
How do we?
platform. and I'm not gonna let
Listen,
nobody.
everybody in the world has to classify themselves as a certain race, and the only way you can classify yourself, if to be in a mob, you got to go back in your lineage and prove you full Italian. Ain't no Mulian.
Look, you black, you black.
Your lineage is everything. So all that mix, you talking like I'm supposed to let somebody that's
It
not
don't matter.
fully.
It don't matter because
It
first of
does
all, no,
matter. It
because if you
matters in
come from no,
everything.
it don't. If you
I
come from a
can't say
lineage of
that
slave, it don't matter. Listen, it don't matter. If you come from a lineage of slaves, you get reparations. On to the next topic. You can sit here and
No,
say
no,
my
you should
tax
not.
money
No,
ain't
you should
going
not.
here, my tax money ain't
No,
going there.
no, you should
But
not.
right
No,
now,
you should
your
not. No,
tax
you should
money is
not. You
going
should
over
not.
there fighting a war that you and your people have nothing to do with.
I have no
Your
choice
tax
in that.
money is not even going to your community. You arguing
I
about
have no
something that
choice in that
you arguing
though.
about something that's not even here, that you're not fighting on the ground war for. You never went out there to actually stomp your feet. And I could see if there was an opportunity for the reparations check for them to be distributed, you be the main one in the
They're
crowd
never going to give it
stopping.
to us
You be the
because we
main one
cannot
in the
prove
crowd
lineage.
stopping black people from getting a check because they got to marry because they married to a white person. And that's called
You
opposition.
no,
That's
no,
called
I didn't say
the
married. I said
no.
procreate. I didn't
That's
say
called the
married. I said
opposition.
procreate.
It be
The
the
procreation
people
should
in
not
the
be able to
listen.
benefit from
The people
reparations.
in the place would be like, yo, get her out of here. Who is her people? Because at the end of the day, black people don't roll like that. We stick for each other no matter who you fucking with. Because why are
That's
we
the whole
kings?
problem. That's why we so
No,
easily infiltrated. Go
listen,
post that
men.
picture again.
Listen, Kia.
Post that picture
I'm gonna tell
again,
you one
so I
thing.
can say
I'm
to
gonna
you
tell you.
again what I
Listen,
said to you
this how you going.
before.
This how you going. This how you going. This how you going to understand this. And I'm gonna tell you
I'm
this
gonna
like
say
this
it to you
from a
like I
real
said
point of view.
to you
From a real
before.
point of view.
When you play for the other team the other
Nah, you
team is
drunk,
part of
man.
your
You've been
team,
drinking. You
your
don't even
team can be
understand what's going on.
infiltrated.
The other
Team can be
team can be
infiltrated.
infiltrated
So
if you let them. But see, you gotta understand. If you tight,
so
your
when
team can be
you have a
infiltrated.
mixed
Look,
kid,
Malcolm X team
you
was
can
infiltrated.
full wholeheartedly just put pro black Africanism into that child. You cannot. You're doing it to just serve. That child
No,
is
no,
still
you're
Caucasian as well.
what you're
You still
doing.
have to teach that
No,
child the Caucasianism.
no, what you're doing is making
So
that
at the end of
shallow,
the day,
very,
how do I
very
give reparations
shallow.
to
What you're
somebody that's
doing,
not
what
fully
see,
part of the
you're not even
struggle
letting
that
me
comes
talk.
along with being a black person?
I'm about to put you on mute because you're not even letting me talk.
I'm sorry.
I understand you're passionate about the subject, and a lot of black women are when it comes to mixed children and black men having babies with white women, black men having babies with
It's
white
either
women.
way.
I understand that, but you got to understand there's a reason. There's a reason, and just because of whatever a black man decides to do, a black man can do it because a black man is a king. He decides what he wants to do whenever he wants to do it. That's why we're the most hated in the world, but everybody wants to be like us. We set the trends. We tell you what's popping. We tell you how to dress. We tell you what to do. And all the women that submit to the natural order of things become wives. It don't matter if they white or black or whatever.
Yes, it does.
Look, all the
Yes, it
women
does.
who submit to the natural
Yes,
orders
it
of things.
does. What do you
Listen,
mean?
all the
I'm trying
women,
to recreate another me. I can't recreate another me with something else. It does matter. Definitely matters.
anything I
It
touch is
doesn't
new.
matter when you don't want it to matter for you because it's a convenient
You
situation for
don't know what
you.
you
But
are.
in real life,
You
the
don't
shit
know
fucking
what you
matters.
are. Like you said, you're the Eve gene. You said you're the Eve
I
gene.
create everything.
Okay,
Yeah, I know me. I
so
create
if you're the
everything.
Eve
I am
gene,
the highly melanated
so
woman. When I got pregnant,
are
I got
you
Mongolian
disanimate
spots
about
and
that?
all the black stuff.
No. Fuck all that, Pia. You say you the Eve gene. That means you create everything. White, black,
Yes,
Chinese. You make everything. As the creator
yes.
of all elements, how you gonna say that somebody you could create a blonde hair, blue-eyed child, and if society deny that and say that ain't your baby and start treating them fucked up, and you say that is my baby, da 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 da, and everybody start treating this kid wrong or whatever, and you swear up and down that this is your
But that
kid.
would be because of a recessive gene.
But you don't understand. But you
That
sound
would
like
mean that the person that I was with or somewhere in my lineage, there was some
you
tainted.
just said when this phone call started. You said that your grandfather was white and on
My
both
grandmother. I
sides.
know I didn't say that. My grandfather. I said my mother was my mother's married to a white man, and my grandmother was married to a white man. I don't
Okay.
accept it if you procreate with it. Now, if you're too old to have kids, you just doing it because you want to be with somebody. That's your business. But when we
I
talking
feel you,
about
but
recreating
let me
and
see.
procreating, it's a whole different
A
situation for me.
black man can procreate with whatever female he want, and that baby gonna be black. Facts.
No, it's not.
How much you
No,
want
it's
to bet?
not.
All
Mix.
right, we
No,
could
it's
bet that.
not.
We could bet that. I'm gonna put
Okay, and I'm
this.
gonna give you the perfect
Bet.
example. Okay,
Hold
so
on.
when we go to the front line, and I hate to say it like this,
That's
but
weird.
God, I hate it. But if we go to the front line, right, and there's a war between
Got
the two
no
elements,
fucking war.
the
That baby
child
black.
doesn't. There's no element. They can't choose. You have to make a choice at this point on what side you playing for, and you can play for either side. There's no I'm this, and this is just the way I'm going, and this is the best analogy I can give it. You don't know which way you gonna play for. So now you're the enemy for both sides because you're a live wire. You don't have loyalty to one place because you don't belong in one place.
You gonna look at this shit tomorrow, yo.
I'm sorry.
You don't feel like that for real, for real. That's just how you feel right now.
I mean,
Because
I met
everybody had,
James Baldwin at
because
an early
everybody had,
age. I
look.
actually have his autograph. I'm a little militant different, and I'm sorry, but I'm really this way.
I mean, if that's okay, but I've been all around the world, and I'm not that shallow. I have friends that speak different languages. I also been with different women. I've been with Salvadorian women. I've been with Asian women. I have a different dialect when it comes
I've
to
been with some
choosing.
people,
It comes to
but it doesn't
choosing.
mean that I'm
No,
going
wait,
to
no, wait,
recreate life
no,
with
wait.
these
For
people.
me specifically, when it comes to choosing a female, not saying I'm talking about for the rest of my life. I'm particular, just like my food and the way I take care of my body and everything else. I'm very, very particular. And for someone to be particular of how they want their woman should be, and and he actually blessed to get that. They say a man who has favor, a man who finds a wife has favor in the eyes of the Lord. Now, if
Facts.
he is actually happy with a female he found, and you know what I'm saying, it should be more blessings no matter what she look. I don't care if she was handicapped walking. If she made that man laugh and made his days longer, brighter, then it should be a green light for every female, because every female's ultimate goal is to get what? That ring. She wants to be married also. So what she needs to do is think about what that woman did to get that ring instead of figuring out what that man wants in that woman. You understand what I'm saying? Don't worry about what the man want in the woman. Worry about what the woman did to get the ring. That's what you need to worry about.
It ain't even so much what the woman did. It's
You
just
need to sit
who
down and
you
talk to
are and how
married
you choose
women.
to project yourself.
How many married
Hmm?
women friends do you have? Friends.
All of my friends are married.
Married women friends.
All
You
of my
no, no,
girlfriends are
you talk
married.
to you in the smoker bar. You
No,
talk
all of my
no, you
girlfriends are
talk to the
married.
cigars, to the men with the
No,
cigar.
listen to me.
No, for you.
First of
You
all,
hang out with
I
married
don't deal with a
women?
certain class of
You hang
women.
out with married women?
So my one girlfriend is married to the owner of allhiphop.com. My other girlfriend is married to one of the re-up gang. So my girlfriends are married. Like we don't shack up. We
Dude,
don't have
Dwayne,
one
hold
kid.
up.
We don't
Allhiphop.com.
like we don't so at the end of the day, like my friends are married in
It's a small
secure
world, Pia.
relationships.
Pia, it's a small
I
world.
know.
And
Uh-huh. So
all I'm saying is, at the end of the
and
day,
I've been married. And I'm not married because I'm a good wife and I let my husband go
it's okay.
because I knew it was the best thing for him.
Okay.
And he took care of me for years after the fact. And I can get anything I want from my ex-husband.
And that's fine. That's fine.
So it's
I don't
because
know
I'm
the
okay with
particulars. I
me.
always know it's
So
two
it's
sides
not
to
going
every
to
story. I'm
affect
not going to let
you.
I know it's two sides to every story. I'm not going to let nobody justify their rights and wrong. I'm telling you where a woman makes her mistake at. when she tries to determine what a man wants in a woman, that's where she makes her mistake at. When a woman decides to determine what makes a man a man,
It's that type of woman though.
and that's where you made a mistake at. It's called being too controlling. You got to just be a woman, lay back and let a man be a man.
You got to be okay with you.
I'm okay.
That's rule number
What you
one.
mean,
You're
like the
not
boy
okay
got to
with
be
you,
okay with
and
him?
you ain't got nothing going on, and you don't have a world of your own and your own interests and likes and desires in this
Yeah,
world.
it's a different,
You
it's a
you're of
lot of
no
different kind
asset
of
to
men up here.
anybody else, anybody that has anything going on. If the relationship and just saying you have one and ooh, I'm in love and he called me and all that shit
Look,
is superficial. It has to be deeper
I'm
than
gonna tell
that.
you the truth.
You have to
I
be
got a
okay
my
with you.
first look, my first baby mom, and I had a wife, an ex-wife, and I'm remarried again. My ex-wife, she put me through the fucking ringer. My first baby mom, I went back and forth from my ex-wife and her for so many years. When one messed up, I went back to the every time because they was doing, and I married my ex-wife. I actually married her to try to correct shit. Black girl, got a baby with her, everything, making shit perfect. Shit ain't work out. She left. She left. You know why she left? I'm telling you, she actually
Why she
left.
leave?
She said I was crazy. She said I was crazy. She said I was
You
crazy
crazy,
because
right?
I listen, I'm gonna tell you the truth. It was so many things that led up to this black man's craziness. Her not coming home when she's supposed to, her not answering the phone, being dropped off by random cars on the corner and shit like that. Seems, I mean,
At
I
the
got
crib?
eyes. This is what I'm
At
saying.
the at
So
the at the at the ref?
when you
Where
young
you
and
live?
married, when you young and married, shit be kind of weird. Like you know what I mean? Homeowner,
Do? Oh yeah, no.
get money young. It be
Yeah,
weird. Like you know what I mean? But you know,
yeah,
and
no. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. That's
but
unacceptable in a boyfriend
a
girlfriend
lot of
relationship.
women be having good dudes, but they don't be attracted to the good dude. They be attracted to the dude that they can't get. When they finally, you know what I mean, they bypass so many good dudes because they not attracted to the dude that like them. They
Cause
like
they
dudes
not
that
okay in themselves.
right. So
She don't know who the fuck she is yet.
you know, and at the end of the day, it become corny because I don't got time to try to figure out I am and who you are. We trying to figure out if we're gonna work together or not. And when you playing back and forth to you 30s and you get tired of that shit. And then it just so happened that a woman will come into your life, and this is when a man gets married. A woman comes into his life. She's interesting. He don't have any problems. They're not arguing, and she's on a tip where she has her own, and she's trying to incorporate. She's trying to build. She wants to build, and he wants to build, and then they start incorporating both of their things together. Your apartment becomes our apartment, our house, just about like that. A woman has to live by herself, understand who she is first before she can get into a relationship with any fucking body. I
Exactly.
advise a lot of black women move into a man's apartment at a very young age before they even figure out who the fuck they are. A lot of black
And
women run
vice
away
versa.
from home,
And a
keeping
lot of men
secret.
move in women's apartments.
How many friends you knew at 15 ran away from home?
I don't know so many of them.
Girls run away from home because I was the nigga they used to run away to. I was young and I had an apartment at 17. Girls that are 15 years old will run away from home if they know they got a place to go to. I was young with my own shit, so I know. And if there's a man out there, and then the internet is out there now, so if there's a man out there,
That shit, yeah,
woman,
that shit's
they
wild.
run. And that's what it be. It'd be too much of that running, sneaking shit. And women think they can get away with everything, and then they think they can cry, and then it's all over. We just gonna forgive them, and the tear shit just stop working after a while. You get tired of playing them games. Different women work differently. A lot of women don't Karen cry out of their situation. A lot of women chew it up. A lot of women have sex differently. You know what I mean? Like some women have sex differently. You don't know because you're not having sex with women, but different women. Like, all right, say for instance, a woman from Iskaban, she's raised to um, nurture a man. She's raised to give a man exactly what he wants. Pakistan. Then these are foreign countries. I'm just saying the way that woman, when she comes over here to the United States, she's treating that man differently. So when you see that black man
Oh
walking
yeah, I know
around
my
with
brother
her,
had an African girl, and it was different.
yeah, I don't want
It
no
was
African.
different. It was really
I don't want
nice
to
to
disrespect no
see.
African girls. I don't want no Mbutu. No, I don't want no. I don't want no
What?
African. I don't want no Mbutu.
That girl was everything. Listen to me.
You know what I'm
That
saying?
girl was
I'm gonna tell you
everything.
why. I'm gonna tell
She
you why.
came, she did
I'm gonna
my
tell you
hair,
why. I'm
she
gonna tell
bought
you
my son
why though.
birthday gifts, she
I'm gonna
cooked
tell
for
you
my
why.
family. She really showed that she was team my brother. That was her goal, to show us that she was worthy of his time. And that was what was
Did he
different.
marry her?
So no, we're not gonna do that.
I'm
You
trying to
and
tell
at
you,
first you
you
say
not sleeping with
Pakistani,
Mbutu,
Irani,
so you
but we
don't
not gonna
know.
talk about our women, like the mother of all women. We not gonna talk about them because all civilization comes from them. We taught them how to wash and be clean.
And that's
The
what I mean.
Arab
And
enslaved
that's
the African
and this is what I mean.
before the white man ever got to them.
Just because they over there and they did it before, and we all know that these are the original women, don't mean that that's what I'm attracted to. Do you understand what I'm getting at? I
Then that's
respect these
scary.
women. I
Then you don't
respect
like
them.
yourself. How are you not attracted to
I don't
yourself?
look like because opposites attract. I don't like stuff that look like me. I like stuff that look the opposite of me. I don't want a man.
See, I like what
Oh,
look like me.
no. I want the opposite of
I
me
like
because
myself.
I'm
I like this.
because
Like I want a
opposite
black
attract.
like me. I want
No,
to
no,
cut
no,
the
no,
lights off, and
no,
we
no, no,
can't find each other.
no, no,
All
no.
we see is teeth and eyeballs.
First of all,
I don't want
I'm
no
a
glow in the
medium
dark shit.
complexion nigga.
I value
I'm
this.
a medium nigga. I can get a black dark skinned girl kissing all over your face, and you'll be loving every minute of it. And just like a light skinned girl, the same way. It don't matter. I'm a king. I can have either way. But it's not about that. What it's about is the woman being nurturing enough, or if I'm attracted to her. That's what it's about. If I'm attracted to her.
Right, and we said what is attraction. We had that discussion.
And I'm gonna tell
So
you
what
what
is your
now.
attraction?
Every man is different.
Is it
Every
physical?
ma-
Is it mental?
every man is different. I can only speak for myself. I know a
That's
lot
I
of
said you.
I know a lot of for me, for what's attractive, I like a bookworm. I like a nerd. For real, that's what I like. I like a girl that studies, stay in book, and we can have educated conversations. No disagreement. I mean, of course, we're gonna bump heads, but we can get educated and meet at a common ground and learn to be cordial and neutral and deal. Like, there's people that actually communicate for a living and debate for a living, and they're very
Yes,
attractive people. They're very attractive people,
yes.
like TED Talk people and stuff like that.
Because in order to debate, you have to have thought and ingenuity.
Right.
Sorry, my tongue.
And
Add to the
sometimes to
tequila.
me,
You have
that's
to
attractive
have
to
had
me.
some
Now,
personal
a
and
lot of men don't read, a lot of men don't, they're not attracted to a nerd. I'm like, you like that nerd? Da, 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 da. Like, they rather have the BBL or what they're physically attracted to. But to me,
depends
it's
on
the
the type of
intellect.
man you talking about. Depends on the type of man. I'm not gonna say that
Yeah, I mean, and then you can have
because
it
there's
all.
some
You can
men
have the
that
intellect,
do
the
like their
BBL,
brain.
you can have the faithfulness, you can have all that in a black woman, in a white woman, in a Chinese, Korean, whatever you float your boat. It's just that are you lucky enough to actually find it? See, there's men out here that's 45, 50 years old with a passport going cross seas because they can't find it here. You know what I mean? And it's so many options. When you're the top 1% black male and you making over six figures a year, you have
I
options.
mean, because in a temple professor told me this. It's hard to stick and stay. It's easy to run and reevaluate. You know.
But
So and I went to their house in North Philly,
you might not
15th of
want to
Lehigh. I'll never forget it.
look.
And their temple fucking professors didn't have money, house in Ghana, chemical company. They said, why would I leave? I can't fix it if I leave. I got more than enough money to go. But now I'm not a part of my situation. And why would I want to disconnect from my people and my true art situation? We so quick, Oprah ran over to Africa to put money over there. There's a tax shelter. We so quick to invest and love everything else but ourselves. And then when we get something, we run from our core and what we need to stay in. All the poppy stores in the neighborhoods that we live in now used to be owned by black people. All of them.
At the end of the day, I'm not
I
on no
remember
pan.
where
I'm
there
not
was such
on
thing as
no.
a damn poppy store. A bodega was some shit you seen in New York. That shit wasn't here.
I'm not on no pan African shit. The black community don't have a community. There is no black community. We've never been given
That's a
anything to
problem
build a
then.
community. Okay, so what are you saying? That's my pop store on that was on the corner. Now the Poppy's got it. Your pop had to sell that store to make ends meet. Couldn't leave it down in a lineage for you to inherit because he had to sell it to make ends meet to the Poppies. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, there is no black community. Because if there
Okay,
was
but
a
niggas,
black
we done made
community
enough
like
money to
Chinatown,
go
there's
back
no
and buy
like,
the store, and we
like
don't.
show me a
We
black
don't. We
community
have
in
enough
America.
entrepreneurs and people in our city that have made a exuberant. Like I said, they'll go send their money over to Africa in a tax shelter. They'll build a school and do all this old other stuff somewhere else, but it never comes back to us. Dr. Umar said it best. The black man
Don't
don't
bring
get
up
rich
that
to help
Pan
his
African
people.
dude. Don't bring him up because he
That's
got a
my
lot of
nigga.
shit wrong with him. Don't bring Dr. Oof.
We all got something wrong with us. What are you
That's so
talking about?
exactly. So he can't hold no black man accountable if he's not fighting for reparations for the foundational black man. He's trying to get an all
Because who
inclusive
is
thing.
that man? You just
That man
said
is
everybody's
excluding
supposed to get it.
that man is excluding people just like you are just because who you choose to be with.
Be-
Like that doesn't have
And that's
anything.
why we
Look,
get along. But
we're
you're
stronger
trying, like,
together.
we can't get it if we can't classify. Mexicans,
Listen,
if
you
they
we
gonna say
classify
you gotta
already.
be 100% Mexican, like I said, you gotta be 100% Italian. They walk your lineage down to be in the mafia. If they gonna give you some money, you better be able to walk their lineage down. And Massa better not be in that goddamn lineage.
Nah, see, Master in that lineage because Master raped
You have a
everybody.
soft heart for that shit.
Master,
That
this
shit
is
ain't
why. This is why.
acceptable.
Listen, Master raped everybody. You got cousins that's half white, believe it or not. How, like you said,
I ain't got no
if there's
cousins that's
only
half white. I ain't got no
if there's
cousins.
only a 4% chance that one of your family members came off of one of them slave ships, and they was either raped or been to raping or did something, guarantee one of them is your
Massey did
family.
not rape every slave owner. He chose who he raped.
At the end of the
That's why
day,
the light skinned people exist.
hey, at the end of the day, nah, that's some bullshit. You just said you got the Eve gene, so you can make any kind of shade of woman.
When I participated with the white man. Depending on who I mix with is depending on what I make.
Anyway,
I don't just make everything. I don't just pop
I'm a
out, get with a
medium
black man and
complexion
pop out a
nigga. I'm
white
not
baby. That's
black.
just
I'm
not how
not
the Eve
white. I'm
gene
right
works.
in the middle. I guess I'm brown, but I got the best of both worlds.
So
So that means I can have any kind of woman I
we
want.
know who
Can't
Massa
nobody
raped.
tell
You
me
can,
shit.
and it's crazy because if you really pay attention, there's similarities in the differences in the people.
There are.
The highly melanated person and the intercommingled person, we're not the same.
No, everybody's different. Everybody's different. There's no individual that's the same, period. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I mean? As in a tribe.
Okay. Even if you, so what you saying, mixed people got their own tribe. There's more mixed people in the world than there is black people now.
Oh, National Geographic already told me in a minute my little black ass ain't gonna exist.
Right.
Because
So
everybody keeps
we
intercommingling
can't
and
go
that's
by
why
those
everything is
statistics is what I'm
mixed.
saying. Anything that comes from black is black. A mixed black girl will tell you,
No, it's
listen,
not. Please
okay,
stop
let me
it.
tell you this.
I
All right,
really want
all
you
right,
to.
how much you want to
Anything that
bet?
comes,
Let's pull it up
that
right
is
now.
how the colonizer decided to let us
Let's pull
know
it up right
I'm gonna throw
now.
my trash and
Let's
I'm gonna
pull it
throw
up
your
right
trash in your
now.
trash so I can keep my bucket pure and white and clean.
Pay
My water's
attention.
gonna stay clean. Let your water be dirty.
Pay attention.
That's not us. That's not even fair to say to anybody. You can't say that nowhere else in the world when you mix a person. You can't. You're mixed. You're not black. Just because you have a drop of black doesn't mean you're black. It means they told us that so that we take everybody else to the trash. You say what the hell? It's so that we get everything next and we feel like, oh, it's a badge of honor. And it's not.
Dude,
Find it.
What's up, good?
Multiracial people think the same spectrum.
What's up, good humans? I'm so excited because we just dropped our Human Good collection.
See, at the end of the day, they're not giving me the answer that I want, but I'll do some research on it and I'll get back to you on that. But most children that are mixed statistically in the United States consider themselves black.
Because of course, like the census,
they consider themselves
of
black.
course, so that they can keep that. That's why the Ku Klux Klan exists.
Who would want to be black?
That's why Hitler exists.
Who wants to be black? If they had a
people want to keep their lineage pure. So if you mix with something with them over there, you gotta go in their pot.
Who wants
so
to be
that
black?
they don't know what they pot got in it.
Who
you
wants
just
to
throw
be
all
black,
that shit in their pot.
Who wants
That's
to be
like
black?
gumbo.
Nobody wants to be black, okay? For a person,
everybody wants to be black.
No,
that's why
don't.
they emulate everything that we do, say,
Listen,
eat,
they only want to be black when it benefits them, okay? But when it comes to paperwork,
it's not hard to be black in something else. It's hard to be black. It's not hard to be black in something else. It's hard to be black. It's not hard for a half breed. It's hard to be black. Don't even put us together like this shit is the same. That's disrespectful as fuck. It's never hard for a yellow half breed to be what the fuck I am. Are you serious? I walk in the world with a perception already of what I am before I open my fucking mouth, no matter how much intelligence or education I may have. You are disrespectful to even put us in the same
just because
place.
Your struggles are different don't mean you're a different culture. They're still black, just like you.
Say what?
Just because your struggles are different don't mean you're a different culture.
Say what?
You heard me, man. Y'all at the end of the day,
because our struggles are different means we're the same culture. You can't be my culture if you don't go through my struggles. You can't be my culture if you can't cook my food. You can't be my culture if you can't speak my lingo. You're not my culture.
Listen.
You're just of what you're a part of something that participated in you, but you are not of me. You're not of my lineage. You're not anything like what I am. It's not even a close second. Are you serious?
Testing 1, 2, 3.
You can pass. Remember there was a thing called passing? Remember when that was a thing? When you could pass? When it was a brown bag and you could pass? Tell me about how I'm going to pass.
At the end of the day,
it'll never be the same. It'll never be the same, baby. You can't even put that together. To do that is downplaying what a black woman of any real, not even real, but of extreme melanation, a black woman that's of black lineage 4 to 5 to 6 generations back, which means in slavery you were black. However, indigenous or on a trade, you were black. You're black. It's not the same, baby.
Okay, we'll let Black Twitter decide.
I hope that they weigh in because it's just not the same. It just can't be.
You know, because people that consider themselves black will find you offensive.
See, that's like somebody that consider themselves a man or a woman. You can't consider yourself anything. It's either you are or you aren't.
A person that has a white mother,
I can consider myself a man because it's a thing now.
Or a black mother,
plus consideration is a thing now. I can consider myself a man, but I'm not a man. I don't have a penis. So I don't care nothing about consideration. I'm black and white, and either it is or it is not.
And that's not even being realistic. We're talking
it's
about
not deflecting. It's the truth. How could you say that's a deflection?
Okay, I mean you can say whatever.
It's an in-depth look at what the statement that you made.
I've said what I had to say. You said what you had to say. You're trying to make the same point over and over again. That's how bad it's eating you up. Like it's eating you up.
No, it doesn't bother. It doesn't eat me up, but it's a thing.
It shouldn't be though. It shouldn't be because that makes us human. To know that you are from a superior race, that everything you touch is black, it turned black. You should be trying to procreate with everything on the planet.
Say what?
You should be trying to procreate with everything on the planet.
Why? Because I want to turn everything black?
Exactly.
Isn't that arrogant? Isn't that fucking arrogant?
I mean,
I don't want to turn anything that isn't what it is, what it is. It is, I want what it is.
I want
the pure gold. I don't want gold mixed with silver. I don't want 10 karat gold. I want pure gold. The pure gold bar is what's worth some money, not the mixed shit, not that 10 karat shit. I don't want that. I want gold. What the fuck is you talking about?
Children.
I want a diamond. I don't want a morganite. I want that diamond that came out that dark ass motherfucking cave through that pressure of that cold. Look, I want the real shit. I don't want no mixed up shit. I don't want no cut shit.
Look, I don't want nothing with no cut in it. At the end of the day, you a mother. We talking about children, so you gotta cut that shit out.
Well, why do I have to? I have a black son.
Because I'm talking about at the end of the day.
And my black son, no.
As a female.
We taking it back to 65. If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
That's why you're
you
not
have
married,
a racial responsibility, son.
Pia, that's why you're not married.
Don't you dare.
You gotta, I'm trying to listen.
If she can't, we made that up. It's a thing. You heard it before. It ain't the first. I ain't the first person said that out of my mouth. If she can't use your comb, don't bring her home.
If that's how you feel, man, like.
Because I'm having some little black grandbabies that's going to look like me.
A man chooses.
That's going to have some little black grandbabies that's going to look like me. That's going to have some little black grandbabies that's going to look like me.
Okay.
And so forth and so on.
So little black babies are worth more than mixed babies.
I'm not going to say they're worth more because that's rude.
No, you've already been speaking your mind.
I'm not going to devalue anybody's life. No, that's not what I'm not going to devalue anyone's
You said black
life.
is gold.
But let's be real.
And the other shit is not gold.
I done seen Puerto Rican chicks get their face beat in by their pops because you played around in the wrong pot. No Chinese girl, you can't drive, you Lexus. You went down, what?
I see a lot of hate in you, Pia. I see a lot of hate.
It's not hate.
Yes, it is.
It's not hate.
You drinking on truth
I just have an abundance of self-love. It's not hate. It's abundance of self-love. And I want to see myself again. And I want to keep making myself. And when I look in the mirror and I see my grandma and I see my moles on my face and I see me growing into the people that I love the most, I want to see that again and again and again and again and again. And I don't want to see it tainted with nothing else. I want to see it again.
Girls that look like money. You hate these video vixens that look like that all the black men run to. You hate them chicks. You don't like the way they look. You don't like the way they look. They just light skin with light pretty eyes, and you don't like that. Why they call that good hair? I don't like that.
It's not a reflection on me. I don't care.
I hate niggas that like light skinned girls. Why he like light? I don't like
because I don't care.
Girls. I don't like him because he like light skinned girls.
I just know, this melanin that I carry is worth more than gold right now on the market. And you can Google that right now. Melanin is worth more than gold. So, got to be some value in me. I'm something that needs to continue to be. And if I don't make it a thing for me to continue to be, then where will this come from?
Listen, you're worth $1 million.
How can I not love this so much that I only want to recreate this?
But guess
what? That's just rude for me to myself.
You're worth billions
as a
and
person.
billions and billions of dollars. But guess what? men are attracted to what they are attracted to. Okay? All right. Men like what they like. You
So
can't
what are
be
you
mad
saying?
at a man for liking what he likes. If there's more men that likes light skinned girls, then there's more
Every
men that
man like
likes
dark
dark
skinned
skinned
women. They
girls.
just don't want to say it. Fuck is you talk about?
You said every man was like what? What?
They
Huh?
all like us. It's just behind closed doors.
We all
Our
love a
skin
chocolate
feel
woman.
different.
There's names for all kinds of women. There's names for all kinds of women.
Yeah, but we're the most devalued, but the most loved.
You know, there's a woman that will love you behind closed doors. There's a woman that'll love you in public. There's a woman that'll talk shit about white men in public, but will sleep with them behind closed doors. We call them bed wenches. You know, there's women that actually have um cat what's that OnlyFans accounts, and they only solicit to rich white men. Um, you know, feel the same way about feel just like you. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, it's what you like. You can't not be with somebody because of what they like. A man is going to choose a woman. He's going to marry her whether if she has a OnlyFans or whether she light skin, dark skin, is what he's attracted to. See, we don't go by his exes or her exes. Oh, she dated a Chinese man, or she dated an ex. I can't date with her. Men don't
I
think
ain't saying
like
nothing
that.
about dating. I said procreating.
Well, procreate,
My,
but
my statement's
even if
gonna
she
remain
look
the
like
same.
a man to step to a relationship with a woman that has a mixed baby, have a baby by a white man, Chinese man, whatever. Like men actually step up to the plate sometime if the woman is worth it. If she has a
Step
child,
up to what plate to do what? He shouldn't be stepping up to. He's dating her. What does that have to do with the child? That
I
shit
mean, well,
don't even
if he
coincide.
finds out while they're dating that she has a child and he does stick around for the long haul, and she does have a mixed child, it's because he is attracted to this woman. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like it doesn't have like
Which is
normally
so weak.
when a man
Which is
takes
so
on a
weak
responsibility.
because
uh
you're moving only off physical attraction.
no, I'm
Like
saying
that's
like
that's that's corny.
he's in love with the
Or you
woman
gonna
if he
stick
actually
around and
takes
raise a
on
kid
the
because you
responsibility.
physically attracted.
He's physically he's attracted. I didn't say physically. I said attracted. If he actually takes on
Okay.
a man from another baby from another previous relationship, when this man is a top 1%er and he can have any woman who he want, a childless woman,
But why would you even do that?
because if he's attracted to the woman, that's his decision. He can do whatever the fuck he want to do.
No, it's not his decision. It's
Yes, it
hers.
is his
Like
decision. You can't
at the
change
end of
what
the
the fuck a man want to
day,
do with
like
his. Oh, get the fuck out of here.
if you got a mixed baby and you the black woman, the daddy better be around. I hope that you did not have a baby by somebody else that ain't around and ain't got nothing to do for you. Like that's crazy.
Black women
You had to
run
be by
away,
Mexican,
like you said.
Chinese, white,
Black women run
and they not
away.
helping you with this
Black
kid.
women run away with
So the
babies.
man should only be just somebody that you're dating. It should have nothing to do with your child.
Black women run away with babies all the time. Okay?
They do
Especially
what? Run
black
away with
women.
dudes.
Black women are the number one women that actually take the baby and run away, and you don't know where they fuck they went at.
For real.
For real. And
I
I know
don't
you
know
know
about that.
girlfriends like
That's
that.
weird.
Girlfriend, I gotta hide me. He tripping. I ain't going home. And y'all be working, y'all be hiding the girlfriend
Oh
for.
yeah, see, I don't, I don't, I
Y'all
don't
be
move
hiding the
with that
girlfriend.
doctrine.
Y'all got the girlfriend hiding over
That
here
see,
this
that's that
week.
low
Then
level
the girlfriend
vibration. I don't
hiding
know
over
nothing
here
about
this
them
week.
chicks.
She hiding with the baby all
That's
over
low level
town.
vibration
The
because you
fuck.
self like good school go all the way back to like the first 20 minutes of this conversation. Love is selfish for a woman. It's all about what you're doing for her.
Normally it's
So if she
listen,
take your kid and run off,
all
the
I'm
bitch was
saying
selfish
is
and you knew that before you had a kid with her.
the way white women treat white men is totally different than how they treat black men. The way how a black woman treats a black man is totally different how a white woman treats a black man. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes opposites attract. And I'm gonna tell you the truth. So with my experience, um, Muslim women are the best. If you ask me, it don't got nothing to do with race. It don't got nothing to do with. She could be white or black, whatever. If she Muslim, she the best kind of woman for me.
Yeah, I had a great Muslim marriage. I said I was married.
You know what I'm saying? And when you
And
start
all black
thinking
and everything.
more broad and you go to Mecca and you start seeing all kinds of different people worshiping, then you become a different kind. You become less shallow. You start seeing
But
broad in
then
your
when you start to
horizon.
do your
Now,
homework,
now you got
but
a
then when
husband.
you start
Now
to
you
do
got
your
a
homework
potential
and
husband.
you sit down
You
and
know?
you really delve into this religion that you're a part of, because see, and whenever you're a part of something, you got to do your homework, all of it, wholeheartedly. And you find out how the African got Islam, then you start to look at it different.
But anyway,
You see all the
I want
people and all, it look
I
good.
want you to see from my point of
But
view.
at the end of the day, Islam is a lot more culture. It's religion, but it's culture as well. And it's not your culture. And when you find out how you got it,
I mean, all I'm
it
saying is
is
that
very
it's
disturbing.
the morals for me. It's the morals, it's the respect, it's the integrity, it's the cleanliness for me. Now, it's a lot of women that don't have that. And
Where they get that from?
saying like a Muslim woman is pretty top tier when it comes to women,
Yeah,
period.
because she make wudu. And she has to make a
So
stingent when she go to the bathroom
you
every
know,
time.
so at the end of the
Then I was
day,
married on a Salafi,
yeah,
gloves and niqab.
yeah. So at the end of the
So,
day, it's
yeah.
like, but I'm not just
But
saying
where did that come from?
it don't matter where it came from. It's what I'm attracted to. That's
What
what
do
it
you mean
matters.
it doesn't? Then how do you be attracted to something and not be interested
It don't
in the
matter where it
origin
come
of it?
from. Is what a man is because y'all
So you're
women
not
beat
interested
around
in
the
the
bush.
origin.
Y'all worry about everything else that
It
won't
could have
get
been an
y'all
Irish
married.
person.
Y'all worry about everything else that won't get y'all married. It don't matter where voodoo,
Who?
Islam, and all that come from. The best thing to do is worry
No, but
about
I'm
what's
we're
attractive.
talking facts. So you do know the Arab got their cleanliness from the African.
Oh, as far as the cleanliness from the Africans, okay, yeah, Islam is Muslim originally, right? Islam is originally Muslim. Watch this.
What's up, good humans? I'm so excited because we just dropped our human good collection called Surface Level. And we're
I'm trying to give some.
a lot of mixed people.
I don't want to play no music. But anyway,
What?
when it comes to a man dating a woman, it's what a man is attracted to. Is we can go back and forth all night long, but I'm not gonna do that with P. I am gonna chop this up and put it on Twitter tomorrow so y'all can check it out. But I'm gonna tap offline. I'm not gonna be online too much longer. But y'all have a good rest of y'all night and stay focused on the check engine.
Say good night to the black guy. Come on.